I've made my room darker for today's video and for good reason. Today, we're going to be reading some bad two-sentence horror stories. If you don't know what a two-sentence horror story is, I'll give you an example. I'll find a good one. Okay, so let's just have a look at the top post of all time on two-sentence horror. All my life, my parents have told me not to open the basement door, but I got curious and disobeyed them. What is that glowing ball in the sky and why does it hurt my eyes? See, it's like a horror story told in 2 sentences. It's pretty self-explanatory. But this Twitter account, it's probably my favorite at the moment. It compiles all the worst ones from that subreddit. For example, I hugged my girl when she got off the train. Then I heard her laugh as she threw me onto the tracks as another one approached. It's just like, I was walking down the street one day and then I died. It's basically that tier of horror story. It's amazing how close the water tower looks from here. Wait, I'm on the ground and I'm not coming towards it. It's coming towards me. Truly terrifying. I don't know how I'll sleep tonight. This is one from 4 years ago. You are doing such a wonderful job. I know servers don't make much. Here's a tip for you. Hands over $20. I profusely thank her and that makes no sense. As smile as she gathers her kids and leaves. Looking down at the note she gave me, I see the tip. Monopoly money. I'm not even sure how that's a horror story. I don't know if that qualifies. I was surrounded and bitten repeatedly by wolves in the forest. I slowly bled to death as they attacked my body with their sharp teeth. I mean, I think the purpose of a two-sentence horror story is for it to be like statement and then a twist that makes you go like, oh, what? That's scary. Like the one here, there was like a twist. This is so bad. I'm watching some football with my friend Joel. Unfortunately for him, Joel is going to explode into bloody chunks of delicious human meat in about 3 minutes and 52 seconds. What? And why exactly is that going to happen? I have accepted that I am bisexual. I'm going to start killing men now too. And someone was obviously confused because that's not really what bisexual means. In other words, the person who has realized they are bisexual has only killed women in the past and has decided to start killing men now. Yes, when you are heterosexual, that means you only kill people of the opposite sex. My wife finally figured out I murdered our toddler. I fed her to the wood chipper next. What? My son was reported missing last week. They found him, but it's not my son. And then the original poster replied to their thread, because I'm guessing a lot of people were confused. There's not really much to go off with this story. It's not the real son because the mother stabbed her son and buried him, and that has minus 17 upvotes. I guess it's good to know the lore behind a 2-second horror story. Don't open my monkey closet, I said to the guy. He did, and he got eaten to death and died, and there was blood. Fucking hell. I'm petrified. What's a monkey closet? Is it a closet shaped like a monkey? Do those exist? If so, I want one. None of these are like closets shaped like monkeys. So does he just have a closet where he stores a monkey? Also, I love the description at the end, and there was blood. So he didn't just get like bludgeoned to death and die from internal bleeding. He externally bled as well. It's good to visualize that in the story. Great description. Keith said, my dad will kill me if I don't get an A. He was found in a composter with multiple stab wounds 20 years later. So what? I mean, the people on the two-sentence horror subreddit don't really know subtlety very well. It's like, I thought I might get killed one day, and then I got killed and there was blood. I ordered a hot dog, and I swear the ketchup on it was the best I ever tasted. I asked the vendor what brand it was. He said, faff's not ketchup. That's blood from a dead child. It's only 5 nights. It shouldn't be that hard. I said to myself. I said that to myself so many times. That was when I realised Freddy Fazbear was in the room. I mean, it's easy to do 5 nights unless Freddy Fazbear is there. Scary 5 Nights at Freddy's. Can't believe that's still going, by the way. That was a thing like 10 years ago, I swear. And it's still like massive to this day, I think. I had such a foul taste in my mouth last night. I never realised that Santa's sperm tasted just like my father's. Okay. I got home from the store and began unwrapping several packages of meat. One of the meat began moving. Christ. What would you do if you were unwrapping several packages of undisclosed meat and one of the pieces of undisclosed meat started moving? My garbage can smelled like yogurt, but I haven't been eating yogurt. Well, then who has been eating yogurt? That is the big question. That's the mystery that makes it a horror. I never liked looking in the mirror because whatever looked back at me was always the evil version. Was the evil version of was of me of. Always the evil version was me of. I can guarantee the person who wrote this owns like one of those Peaky Blinder TikTok accounts where they just like play a slow-mo clip of Peaky Blinders walking and then have some shit quote over it like, nobody likes me because I killed my wife. He kept complaining about the food at the 5-star restaurant, but it tasted great to me. I guess the stomach rats agreed. The stomach rats. What? What the fuck? I was beating my wife because she wasn't in the kitchen, but then I realized my wife was dead. Whose wife was I beating? Fucking hell. The building was abandoned except for my parents and my dog and my house again. What the fuck does that mean? Building was abandoned except for my parents and my dog. What does that mean? Berry loved to play in the snow, but so did the meatworm. But so did the meatworm is a fantastic addition to any sentence. She was late to school, but so did the meatworm. They knew exactly where to go, but so did the meatworm. The energy is incredible. It should just add it to the end of any sentence. Makes it 10 times better. He attended a party when he was 5 and each kid was given a young chick to take home. As he lay on his deathbed at the age of 99, he wonders why the chicken still hasn't died. I don't get it. He has a chicken that has been alive for 94 years. That's fucking terrifying, I tell you. A 94-year-old chicken. The thing is, right, with a horror story, there has to be like some kind of, like, for it to be like a convincing, like, I guess 2-sentence horror story, it has to be convincing. It has to be real. It has to come from, like, I guess, a place of reality. No chicken is going to live for 94 years. This is not scaring anyone. I thought I had the biggest penis of all. Then I saw the penis ghost. No, I've outschlonged the penis ghost before. My kid asked me where the sun came from. I didn't have the heart to tell him it came from my creature in the backyard. Oh, and there's a follow-up to this, but I don't think it's by the same person, but hey chef, I called into the kitchen. My meal began being prepared by a creature. There's another one in this thread. As I fell off my bed, I wanted to cry and seek help. Thankfully, my creature has a PhD in psychology. Why are there so many about just an undisclosed creature? I had to put the book down because it had started to bite me. My wife was beautiful and then she gave birth to the child. I feel like that comes from a place of hurt. As I was lifting 420, I mean, I do, everything we do over here is in like kilos. So I don't know, how many kilos is that? Is this guy just showing off? That's nearly 200 kilos. Surely you can't. No reasonable person can lift that. As I was lifting 425 pounds in the gym, I suddenly noticed something. I was actually deadlifting the bloody corpse of my wife and 3 kids that I forgot I killed yesterday. You got a fucking heavy family in that case. Jeez. Christmas. In brackets, I kill my family on Christmas. It's just a week away. My girlfriend wiped the tears from my eyes with a tissue. Little did she know the tears came from the creature I have in the basement. I'm gonna have a look on 2-sentence horror and just see, like, because this Twitter account has blown up in the last few days at the time of recording this. I feel as though it's just gonna be flooded with people trying to get on this subreddit. The hide and seek game was not that fun because they hurt my arm. I still don't know how long I have until I die of blood loss. I feel as though that one's slightly too good to be, like, intentionally bad. I feel as though it's like unintentionally terrible. I went and saw the Mona Lisa today. She raised her eyebrows at me. What does that mean? What does that even mean? When you turn out a light and for the briefest moment all goes black, that's where they live. I'm gonna leave it there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. I'm quite feeling the dark vibe. I like the dark vibe. Do you want it for more videos? Let me know. Merch to get by. You can buy this epic t-shirt. Yeah, see you in a bit. Bye.